Hello everybody, and welcome back to the TNT Evilution walkthrough on the ultra-violence difficulty for the PC, played through ZDoom. I'm Big Mac Davis, and this is Map 13, Nukage Processing. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is destroy the barrels to the left and find our first secret. But there are some enemies in this secret room, so be careful of that. And by this time, more enemies will have come from the room beyond, so take care of them too. And he exploded. That's wondrous. A second secret is behind this medikit here. Has a backpack inside. Now back in the starting room, you can lower these crates down and you can actually explore outside if you wanted to. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to tag the secret and then just move on from there. But you can go outside if you want to. Now sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't, blowing up the barrels to kill that shotgun guy, but in this case it didn't, but oh well. Alright, so moving on. Now if you take your time in these corresponding rooms, you can take very little damage, which is always a plus, considering they don't give you a whole lot of health in this map. A fourth secret's right there on that gray panel. And we got some armor inside, so grab that if you need it. Now this room can be rather dangerous because there are a lot of gunners. What I do is I take care of the ones on the ground first, then I use the rocket launcher to destroy the ones on the upper levels. And that went by rather smoothly, I should say. Now up here there is a fourth secret. It's right here on this blue panel. Actually, it's your fifth secret. Yay. So moving on through the door. Now what we're going to do in this room can also be kind of dangerous. We're going to head to the right side first, and ignore the enemies down below. We'll go through the teleporter. We'll come to those enemies down below later on. Just ignore them, pretend they don't exist. And we made one full revolution around. Now you can use the rocket launcher if you want to take care of the Mancubus from down below, since he's the most dangerous entity. And he doesn't want to die, apparently, so we'll get up closer to him. Yeah, this area can be a bit overwhelming. There are a lot of imps, and you don't want to step into the poison for too long. But everybody's dead, and with minimal damage taken. So now what we're going to do is go through the next door. Now this is the outside area I was talking about earlier on. Fire a shot into the room, and what I do, I mean you can do this room however you want, up to you. But what I do is I lure the enemies to come to me, at least the demons, and I use the chainsaw on them. Alright, now this room is rather large, and yeah, it can be kind of overwhelming, but you want to aim for the gunners who are positioned on the high levels first. Wherever they are. I don't see many of them. There's a couple. And we got a couple of Mancubi too. So we got 2 Revenants, 2 Mancubi, a handful of demons. Yeah, just do your best to handle this room. Just constantly run to avoid the missiles and the fireballs. Nope, I want the rocket launcher. Alright. I believe everybody is dead in this room. Let's make sure. I don't want to miss any kills. Alright, everybody's dead. So now we'll head over to the left side to this white door. And inside we have the yellow key. Now pressing this switch opens up that window, pressing this switch closes it, but we'll open that window for prettiness. Alright, we have the yellow key. Now to get the blue key. We're going to head over here to these rockets on the platform, and then just lower this lift down. And first, we're going to grab those rockets. Right there. Now we'll relower that lift. And now we'll hop off to the ledge over here. Facing the lift, we're going to head to the teleporter to the left first. Just keep going through the corresponding teleporters until you arrive at your destination, which is right here. Mow through some enemies, there's not that many. Gotta make sure I have all the items. Go through the teleporter, but it's just the red door. We don't have the red key, so we have to go back through the teleporter. Now there is a secret, it's right here on this wall. You know what, we're gonna do it. We're gonna use the chainsaw on these imps. Why? Well, because I can. Yeah. Mega Armor is your reward in the final secret of this map. Alright, we have all the items, so we'll go back through here. Now there's the blue key. So what we're going to do is strafe run to get it, and some bullets too. So now we're going to go back on that lift, because we still have some more exploring to do. Back on the ledge, right through here, the right teleporter. I heard a growl, that's a cyber demon way off in the distance, oh lordy. Yeah, that kinda hurt. I got pinned between two specters, and they bit into me. But oh well. We'll lower this down. Now there's the invincibility sphere. We'll grab it. It will come in handy against the cyber demon. Now you don't have to do... Ow, that rocket to the face. You don't have to do what I'm doing here, and getting into his face a little bit and strafing around his rockets. You don't have to do that. You can peekaboo shoot him. You can use the wall to my left as cover and peek out every now and then and fire at him. And our invincibility's running out. Start panicking. It's a little nerve-wracking for sure. But he's dead. Alright. So there's some shells here. And we're done with this outside area. We're completely done. So now we can head back through this door. We have the yellow key. But I'm going to grab some health first to patch me up just a little bit. And we're going to ride one of these lifts up and find the yellow door. We could find the blue door, but we want to go through the yellow one first. Fire a rocket down there, because if you let the shotgun guys wander forward... I guess he didn't want to. They will teleport to the left and right here. Yeah, and they can ruin your day massively. So we'll grab the radiation suit. I will save this berserk pack for later. Because of this room. They don't give you any health in this room, apart from that berserk pack. So we will use the berserk pack for the health when we're done with this room. Because there are a lot of gunners. Find the stairs and climb them. Alright, we have some armor here if you need it. Flip that switch, it will lower this down. Pain Elemental, he needs to die. Really? Wow, how resilient is he? He's not wanting to die. There we go, my goodness. Now to deal with all these stupid lost souls. Gee. Finally, you're all dead. My god. Alright, anyway, strafe run across here, grab the red key, then go back across there. It's the red key's in that toxic pool. Flip the red switch, it will open up this, but we're back in this familiar area. That was kind of pointless, wasn't it? Yes, it was pointless. Now we'll grab that berserk pack, because we need it. I took a lot of damage. Alright, now we'll find the blue door, now that we have the red key. Now what I do in this room is I just fire one shot and let all the enemies come for me. You can do this in a whole number of different ways. You can use the plasma gun, you can use the rocket launcher, you can just wait out and kill everything like the badass you are. But that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to find the easiest strategies for you, so that if you don't want to do all of that, you can just do what I'm doing. Make it easier on yourself. Yeah, those barrels weren't really effective, but sometimes they can be. Alright. I still hear someone growling. One more Hell Knight, ah yes. And he's dead. You can handle this room however you please. I just find that the easiest way. So now what we're going to do is go to the... Oh, come on! Go to the other side of the room. Flip the red switch, which will open the red door. Let's do some plasma. We got some plasma to spare. Perhaps that wasn't the best gun to use, but it worked for me. Alright, so we'll lower this lift down. Now you want to be careful as you approach the exit switch. Grab these items, and then lots of Barons of Hell and Hell Knights will appear. Use your rocket launcher as cunningly as you can from down below. Oh, be careful when the lift raises up to not fire a rocket. That could have ended tragically. And we're done with this map, so let's just exit. Alright, that is Nukage Processing. I do enjoy this map. It is pretty fun. It's not my favorite map of all time, though. But I do enjoy it. It does have tough spots in it. I suppose what makes it tough, though, is not necessarily the enemy count, or necessarily the enemies themselves. It's the fact they don't give you a soul sphere in this map. So you have to use what medikits you have to help you along. The toughest spot is probably, if you don't know how to handle it, is probably the outside area with the 2 Revenants, the 2 Mancubi, all those shotgunners on the high ledges. That can be a bit overwhelming, and all those demons, you know, as well. What you could do, and this is not what I would recommend, but what you could do is grab the blue key without even killing many of the enemies, and then let the Cyber Demon take care of them all for you. But that strategy is for advanced players, or for players who are good, so I would not recommend doing that. Aside from that, there's not much else to say about this map. It's easy in some parts, but the majority of this map is a little bit difficult. So, if you have to save occasionally, by all means do so. No one's going to knock you for that. Anyway, that is the end of Nukage Processing. I do enjoy this map a little bit. We will move on to Steel Works in the next video. I'm Big Mac Davis. I'll see you next time, everybody. Take care.